Toyota Vets. More or less cash.
It is GTV powered by World Sports Betting. It is GTimes.co.za. Well, the Pirates won, Cape Town Spurs won in the DStv Premiership on a Wednesday evening. A goal scored by Urelebogile Mofokeng. One of the other goals that he scored was ruled out for offside, which was questionable. Another questionable decision, of course, was towards the last ends of the game, where I think Zakela Lipasa was kicked blatantly in the box, and I was so shocked that Orlando Pirates of all teams did not get that decision, which then goes to show Uguti, this incompetence affects everyone, not equally, definitely not equally, but it affects everyone. So if you laugh when it affects your team and you say people must go to the police station, you must know Uguti now incompetence around the corner is going to affect you. And you're not so special. When we stab you, you bleed the red blood. So we're not going to listen to you tonight, but you didn't want to listen to the other night or the previous night or the previous night. So makhala wena inyembe zakho nawe ziphuma zingathi zingamanzi zifana nezabanye. And tomorrow as well, if it's another team, mabehleka laba abakhalayo namhlanje, it's the same thing. We all bleed the same red blood. No one is special. It's about incompetence. Until you guys start addressing incompetence as opposed to niyahleka manje njengoba kudliwe lo and asemthande lo, then we're not having a discussion. But if you start discussing incompetence, then that's the discussion to be had. Because Ratomo Mofokeng scored a goal, and then that was not allowed. One of the goals, they said it was offside. It looks on. So Pirates would have been 2-1 up. Even the penalty would have been maybe 3-1 up at some point in the game. Tso Vilakazi, former Orlando Pirates captain, what do you make of that decision, your penalty? So,
Mr. Kyo kunjani? Yes, sir. Ngibulise wena, ngibulise uJune, ngibulise uJustice, ngibulise nanemakhaya. Cela support njalo la iDiskiTV. Ngizobe nje njalo ngijike futhi. Yeah, Mr. Kyo, but sometimes you drink your own medicine. Basho kanjalo, because not in a bad way, but I'm saying a good team. It happens that other teams, same thing, same. Let me put it, same action. It happens in Chiefs. It happens in Pirates. It happens in Sundowns. But about everybody, regularly, as if nothing happened. And yes, kahlekwa kwaba mnandi hayi ngiwinile mina hayi ini akuse problem yami, that is a referee's decision. It's okay. But now that's one thing that we always say. We're not saying that time it Chiefs Rojoy Sundowns Sundowns. No. We don't care what happened in that action. It's a wrong decision from the referee. Yeah. Again, against Pirates and Sundowns, referee's decision was wrong. Yeah. Again tonight, referee's decision is wrong. Absolutely. So we don't care ukuthi yenzakala kubani ubani benefit. No, what we worry now is the referee's decision, because it's not Mr. Kyo. These players, they sacrifice. The owners of the team, they sacrifice. The coaches to plan the whole week, planning against the game. And then here comes one person, decides, or go to 3 points or a point, they will share a point. That's not fair. That's not fair. If we're saying in our football, we want our football to grow, we want to watch. Yes, we know sometimes we watch poor games where decision making by the players and all of that. It's fine, that one. That one is fine. It's something that coaches and players, they can work on that. But now they cannot work on the decision making by the referee. There's nothing that they can do. They just have to live with it. And it said that all the effort that everyone, including us, Mr. K, to come here and watch and talk about the game. And then somebody say to our face, I'm going to decide that these two teams are going to share a point, 1 point. That's not fair. People, they love the game. We want to watch. Look at the 2 goals that Mofokeng scored. Clean goals. Very clean goals. But now the decision making, it's wrong. So now we're going to demand to these boys to say, no, but you guys, Nani and this next. None you guys, even playing a coach Zagali, now you don't have anything in your pockets to say, no, I mean, Umufukeng, this is what I can do. Umufukeng show, Usman Sile tonight, me, individual, this is what I can do. But somebody scored 2 goals, but somebody comes and say, I'm here, I'll decide for you.
And even last night, Golden Arrows scored a legitimate goal, but they lost. It was supposed to be 1-1. Let me ask you about Middendorp. Why was he protesting that moment, your penalty? Like, what is there? Because Bega Shelton and Jose Rivera, and I was like, no, but your team benefited from this. And this is the thing about football. That's why, I mean, I don't have time for football people. There was a guy, when I was working with development of football, I was a secretary general. He was the president in Cape Town. He called me one day, he's a huge Paris fan, he called me one day to complain about referees. And then when that MTN 8, those bunch of incidents happened, he didn't call, he said he kept quiet. Yeah. And I'm like, I don't have time for football people because of this thing of you only are concerned about something only when it affects you. Incompetence is incompetence, whether it benefits you or your betting ticket is working out now because this team, it was a draw. Because they thought Pirates was going to win and it's going to make sure it wins their betting ticket because there's that betting problem, a gambling problem as well from the football audience. Incompetence is incompetence, whether it was yesterday, last night with the Golden Arrows, or any other game, even this weekend, the Cape Town Spurs, now there was a penalty at TS Galaxy, and we're asking, is there VAR? Why is Middendorp, of course, he's a beneficiary of that moment, but why is he shouting the bench of the other team? What could he justify in that moment? Because that's a penalty.
Mr. Geo, you know, football, when you are a coach, sometimes you act and not seeing yourself or act because you know in football there's that there's this thing called the heat of the moment, where you just reacted based on the action that happens in front of you. You know, I don't really know. And angifuna ukuthi ngizama ukusifaka kuyo because it was a clear penalty. It's a clear penalty. Look, well, coach can say, yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's just a hit of a moment. Maybe he had maybe certain words from the bench, your Pirates, and then he wanted to react on that. But to tell the honest truth, that was a clear penalty. For coach who ends to fight with the bench Pirates. I don't know what would be Balula in, but you know, Mr. Nkeo, as we just mentioned again last night game, that's why I'm saying it's
probably incompetence.
It's painful, Mr. Nkeo. It's very painful because when everyone, some people's job, they're on the line because of one person that took a decision for the on that game. That's not fair. So I'm just saying. Look, guys, we want to point fingers to the coaches about our football. We don't want to point fingers to the coaches in terms of them fighting Goma Tunnel because of one person took a decision in the field of play. That's not what we want to see. And we want to teach our people, that football people, to say, look, we love the game. Can these people, Ogutabo referees, please help us to enjoy football? You know, we don't want to talk about their mistakes. We want to talk about how our football can improve. Why certain decisions to be taken in terms of the substitution that coaches are doing. This coach made this sub. We don't understand why he made that sub. This is what we need to talk about. But now we're going to spend time because of referees taking decisions for the teams. You know, the owners of the teams, they spend money. Millions, you know, in running the teams. And now, if referees don't continue doing what they are doing now, it means our football is not going anywhere.
All right. Let me ask you one more thing. So I'm happy that we didn't really go much into the game. Who's happier tonight? Who's going home happier? Because at the halftime when we were shooting the videos, I think me and you, Junior, kind of felt Uguti, Cape Town Spurs was going to come back, but it was not based on anything because like nothing happened in the first half that told us Uguti that was going to happen in the second half. But in the second half, they kind of applied themselves. All I was just saying, Uguti, Orlando Pirates defend very naively, especially when Dai is not there. They really look like a bunch of kids in defense. And if they play against anyone competent, but Cape Cape Town Spurs was not competent. If they play against anyone competent, they will concede a goal. But I didn't even see that happening. Namhlanje was going home happier. And also, there's something interesting. We look up and down, number two and number 5. Like whoever wins one match, they jump up. So that's the more interesting title race. But we don't care about that. You know, we just want number 1. Like the ultimate thing is that we want number 1 also to be dragged into that, so that it can be a proper title race. What do you think about that?
Mr. Geo, definitely 100%. Cape Town Spurs, they're celebrating. And why is, playing against a big team? Like I said, in half time, okay, Pirates, they should go and score second goal and the third goal. But I was also worried. I even said, as a million of Gonguma players work will say, look, I've got nothing to lose. I mean, playing against Pirates, yes, it's a big team, you can't match them, but, let's just go. Let's go to them and try and find those weakest links in that defense. And I said it, and they look at that switch from the right side, Cape Town Spurs, to the left side. Where was Monyan? Nowhere. And then they capitalize on that. These are the things that, as coaches, try and find a way. Try and find a way. Look, analyze the team, check on them. Or their foot players, both of them are going. No, okay, what we can do is let's find 1 or 2 players that will cheat, so that when we get the ball, we've got 2 options. We play on the right or on the left, so that we can exploit those spaces. And if you're not going to do that, I'm telling you, Mr. Nkeu, we're still going to watch the games, draw, not being entertained in terms of creativity. Our chances are create our teams and goals. We're still going to get about 1-0. Maybe 2-1, 1-1. Because of why? We I don't know whether goodbye Saba, they are scared, or maybe they can't even see. That's why I get to mean. There's nothing wrong, Mr. Nkeu, to learn from other coaches. I'm also a coach. I learn from other coaches, and I watch the game, and I'm like, okay, the secret in this game is to, while you playing, analyze the opponents. Look at them. When they've got the ball, how do they move? When they lose the ball, they're shaping Meganjan. How can I catch them when they lose the ball in this shape? I always say this. The coach, I think with that Casablanca, said it. It took me 5 minutes to see Kaizer Chiefs and I responded immediately. So, Mr. Nkeu, why can't we do that? Learn from that coach and then try and see good. Chiefs. Okay, I'm playing against ETS Galaxy. Let me watch them. Oh, this is how they play. Oh, when it's tough, they put Nekovic. Okay, when they put Nekovic, no, they close the supplier now so that they can he can't get to those long balls. Yeah. This is how you do. But yeah, Mr. Nkeu, Umidendorf is happy, celebrating, and now if being coach of Cape Town Spurs, I'll be celebrating, and well done to them.
There you go. That's Cape Town Spurs and Orlando Pirates. Sonke ke singabatwana bakaThixo, sonke siphuma igazi elibomvu. Okhalayo namhlanje akhumbule into ba ebehleka ngenye imini. Nohlekayo ngenye imini elandelayo akhumbule into ba wayekhala ngenye imini edlulileyo. So we are all God's children. Unless ke kukhumntu namehlo amathathu omnye namehlo ebhek. Like unless there's a special quality about you, there's nothing special about your tears that you don't want. If you don't want to understand why other people are complaining and you want to justify it, you want to twist it. When something is benefiting them, they will find a way to justify it and twist it. That was not a penalty. This is what happened. By Photoshop, because it's Satan. And it's only because yenze team yakhe. If yenze against the team yakhe, then they now start to see justice ngamehlo. Ngelo xesha sonke siphuma igazi libomvu, sonke sizawufa ngenye imini. Come to special. All teams are the same. That's Cape Town Spurs, Orlando Pirates, iDiskiTV, Diski Times, World Sports Betting. Thank you very much for watching us.